there, it's Donna from Heart of the Matter Professional Organizing. Thanks so much for listening in on our Heart of the Matter Organizing podcast. Today we're talking about getting organized for Christmas, and the topic is family traditions. We appreciate you checking us out and allowing us to be your success partners as you get to the heart of the matter.
Welcome back. And Donna, we're in the middle of November now. And boy, without trying too hard, Christmas just around the corner, 6 weeks away, maybe less than 6 weeks. And it's never too early to start getting organized so that Christmas is not as stressful as it was last season for us.
Yeah, I think listeners will remember that year to year, I like to start talking about Christmas in about the middle of November, and we do it kind of until early December, and then we just move on to something else, because my goal is that, what you can plan ahead for, you do. And so one of the things I'd like you to be thinking about at this time of year is maybe have a family meeting. And, I've mentioned that before for lots of reasons. It's good to have a family meeting, but think about how's Christmas going to look to you this year. If you've tried over the years to simplify things, and yet you've got swept up in it all, and trying to set for yourself maybe some goals that maybe have become unrealistic, and wanting to do it all, talk to your family about what traditions are important to each person in the family. And it's interesting what things matter and what things don't. We get all caught up in there's got to be a gingerbread house, and there's got to be, all these things. And maybe gingerbread house is high priority, so that's something you should do. But maybe not, and talk about it as a family.
Exactly. Now everybody has those where the Christmas tree has to go up on this date, and you have to do these things on Christmas morning, or whatever you've determined morning, or whatever the case may be. So now you've had this meeting, you've determined those things. Now, do you delegate those things out? Do you just set a calendar, or does that just help you in your own mind establish guidelines?
Well, thinking about what's important, and then as a family, you decide, what sort of things do we need to do? And maybe as mom, you're kind of going to lay out the list of what needs to be done. But then you don't have to do it all yourself. If these were traditions that are important to the whole family, then let's start delegating. Maybe it would be surprising what dad's willing to help with, and what responsibilities he would take. Or, dad and one of the kids would take on something, and mom and one of the other kids would do something else. Like, again, I think, if we kind of lay out what needs to be done, and that there's all sorts of different departments within the family, and, no one has to handle them all, but, kind of have a look at how this Christmas season can look for you, and have a mindset as a family of what it's going to look like to you.
The interesting point I've seen for our family has been the traditions change as the kids get older.
Absolutely. Sometimes as mom and dad, we're trying to push and carry on things that were once important to our children, but now, maybe they're still really important to us. But if the kids don't really care anymore, it's going to be hard to get them on board, for some of those sorts of things. So sometimes something new thrown into the mix, like tradition's always important, right? I mean, there's always those things that are important that way. But you know what? Sometimes maybe as your children kind of move in from the toddlers and middlers into kind of the young teens, maybe there's some new things you can start, which would be such great fun and maybe easier to carry out than some of those traditions you've had in the past.
More information on organizing, go to Donna's website, heartofthematter.ca.